He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure.
I feel I got the speed. I got the reach over. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
In a stunning twist that's sending shockwaves through the boxing community, leaked sparring footage has surfaced showing Terence Crawford being knocked down during an intense session with rising middleweight contender Carlos Adames. The footage quickly went viral, but what really lit a fire under the rivalry was Canelo Alvarez's reaction. Upon seeing the clip, the undisputed super middleweight champion reportedly burst into laughter, a move that instantly drew backlash and escalated tensions. Known for his near-flawless defense and status as a pound-for-pound great, Crawford is now facing growing skepticism from critics. And with Canelo openly mocking the incident, their simmering feud may be on the verge of boiling over.
You know, and if you look at his career, don't get me wrong, okay? He's a good fighter, but if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter.
So Poster wasn't elite?
Who?
Victor Poster.
Who's that guy?
So Ricky Burns wasn't elite?
Ricky Burns doesn't elite.
Okay.
On July 8, 2025, a resurfaced sparring video sent shockwaves through the boxing world, showing a young Terence Crawford in a session with middleweight contender Carlos Adames. The footage is believed to be from Crawford's lightweight days. While Adames was reportedly around 160 pounds at the time, although sparring is known for its unpredictable nature and varying intensity, the clip unmistakably captures Crawford being dropped and visibly shaken, raising eyebrows and stirring debate among fans and analysts alike. According to insiders, Canelo Alvarez watched the clip and reportedly burst into laughter, openly mocking Crawford's moment of vulnerability. But his reaction goes beyond simple amusement. It appears to be a calculated move aimed at gaining a psychological edge. With years of experience fighting at 168 pounds and above, and victories over the likes of Dmitry Bivol and Sergey Kovalev, Canelo exudes confidence in his physical superiority. This mockery seems less about the footage itself and more about asserting dominance ahead of any potential showdown.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you, right?
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. It ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it. Come fight.
And I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
know it.
We'll see.
We
We'll
gonna
see.
see.
Carlos Adam didn't mince words when reflecting on his sparring sessions with Terence Crawford. Speaking to Boxing 247 back in June 2024, Adams called a bout between Canelo and Crawford absolutely stupid, arguing that Crawford had skipped essential steps in his progression at higher weights. He recalled sparring Crawford when he was just 19 and suggests that at that time, Crawford would have struggled against a fully matured middleweight. When I sparred with Crawford, I had 2 pro fights in my ledger in 2015. I was a kid back then. If he were to fight me now, I'm 30 now and a fully grown man, it would be a completely different deal.
Bueno, aquí es bienvenido. Yo estoy preparado para quien sea, cuando sea, como sea. Yo siempre lo he dicho. Yo a peleadores no me le quito, no le pongo pero. Si él quiere subir haciendo esto, ya tuvimos Sparring, él puede subir.
Welcome, wanna know. I'm gonna face anybody anytime. I've sparred with Crawford, and if he wants to come up, wants to speak, bring him on. I'll be glad to go up against him.
And lastly, please, sorry, this is my last, sorry. Lastly, this is, yeah, so, please give me your assessment, please, on Canelo and Crawford, because Crawford wants that fight so badly, and you sparred him. Is Canelo too strong for Crawford? Yeah.
¿Te parece Canelo demasiado fuerte para Crawford? ¿Qué te parece difícil?
Pienso que sí, ya que subí 3 divisiones bastante libre, demasiada yo diría. Pienso que no es algo que él lo necesita ahora mismo. Crawford en su carrera ha demostrado que es un buen peleador, pero pienso que no tiene que estar corriendo esos grandes riesgos, porque no solamente pone su carrera en riesgo, también pone su vida, porque un golpe de Canelo le puede hacer daño de por vida.
I don't think Crawford needs the Canelo fight right now. I think it's kind of needless for Crawford because his injuries was cemented, and a punch by Canelo could not only be dangerous for him to lose the fight, but it could be dangerous for his life.
Adam has emphasized that the power Crawford exhibits at welterweight wouldn't translate as effectively at super middleweight. He drew parallels to Canelo's struggles against Dimitri Bivol at light heavyweight. Despite moving up in size, Canelo couldn't land the heavy shots he normally does at 168 pounds. Bottom line, Adams believes Crawford's power doesn't scale up, but against a bigger, fully developed middleweight like himself or Canelo, Bud may be outmatched.
It's going to be an interesting proposition because he has good power, he's a good counter puncher, and his reputation as a street fighter precedes him. But I think that he's going to take more care not being hit by me than to try to counter punch.
It's going to be an interesting proposition because he has good power. He's a good counterpuncher, and his reputation as a strategic fighter precedes him. But I think that he's going to take more care of not being hit by me than to try to counterpunch. Shocker Stevenson says he vividly remembers one sparring session with Crawford when he realized just how powerful Crawford's punches are. Stevenson recounts stepping into the ring with a heavyweight sparring partner and thinking, "I'm nervous for him," only to watch Bud land a single devastating blow that sent the big man wobbling around the ring like he'd been hit by something much heavier. He recalls being genuinely shocked. "Man, I swear, he caught this dude with a boom wobbling all around the ring." For Stevenson, that moment was proof. Crawford's punching power isn't just talk. It carries through every weight class.
This story, I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something, and he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the shin. Boom, dude, wobbling all around the ring. I'm like, what the? God is this dude this strong? But it's like, honestly, Bud is very strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong he is as a fighter, and his punching power could carry through the weight classes.
During the June 22nd press event in New York, tensions boiled over when Terence Crawford stepped forward and pushed Canelo during their face-off. What started as a routine stare-down quickly escalated when Canelo responded with a firm shove, forcing the two to lock eyes in a heated moment. Security and UFC boss Dana White rushed in to separate them before things got out of hand. It wasn't just a publicity stunt. Both fighters looked legitimately fired up, with Crawford smiling after being pushed and Canelo visibly angry, leaning in with raised fingers as he was pulled away. This charged altercation has only amped up the hype ahead of their September 13th, once-in-a-lifetime showdown in Las Vegas, their first real flare-up since the build-up began.
Canelo, what did you think about the show? That moment that happened on stage.
Oh. I'm turning it on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did you want to go harder for the 13th?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so
Terence Crawford mockingly joked that he'd cry if Canelo Alvarez shoved him again, downplaying the tension from their heated face-off. With a smirk, Crawford used sarcasm to poke fun at Canelo's aggression, showing he's unfazed and mentally sharp. Ahead of their highly awaited super middleweight clash,
But what if Canelo shoved you? I mean, that's not funny.
Take a guy like Canelo, he got he didn't choose who he want to fight. I'm gonna tell you the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I took this dude. Easy.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more experience right now.
Alvarez stands as a dominant force in the super middleweight division, boasting a professional record of 63 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws with 39 knockouts. His accolades include titles in 4 weight classes: super middleweight, middleweight, junior middleweight, and light heavyweight. Notably, Alvarez became the first undisputed super middleweight champion in 2021 after defeating Caleb Plant.
Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. Power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the 3rd round. I got hit with a left hook. I dropped. We've been practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin, and I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes to boxing. You know, Grace done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
Standing at 5 feet 8 and now 34 years old, Canelo Alvarez remains a force to be reckoned with, blending power, agility, and a wealth of experience. His dominant unanimous decision victory over William Skull in May 2025 further cemented his place at the top of the sport, even as younger contenders emerge. Alvarez's sharp technique and exceptional ring IQ continue to distinguish him from the rest of the field.
When he fought Canelo, and he was like standing right in front of Canelo, and Canelo was just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight, when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs, and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
The looming clash between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford has all the makings of a historic showdown, power versus precision. Legacy versus legacy, fires back with facts. He moved up in weight and won, while Canelo went up and lost, with legends like Andre Ward putting full faith in Crawford's mental toughness and ring IQ. The narrative is shifting fast. Crawford calls this the biggest fight in 2 decades and insists it's not about money. It's about becoming the first undisputed 3-division champion in the 4-belt era. Brute strength overpower Crawford, or will Crawford's elite skill and strategy rewrite history? One thing is certain, this is not just a fight, it's a defining moment for boxing. Don't miss the battle for greatness, Canelo versus Crawford. Who have you got? Drop your pick below and get ready for war.